Going in now. Hey guys, hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for joining us one more evening as Ev and Carlos come to you live. What are you doing today? My name is Evadne, for those of you who don't know me. And my co-host here is...
Carlos, I'm here. How you doing, guys?
Okay. Jamaica Carlos is in the building. So as you join us, say hello so we know who is out there. Oh, this is what you were talking about, Carlos, when you say you didn't see me. The camera is not on. That's what it is. Okay, great. I didn't realize that's what you were saying. Yeah. So guys, as soon as you come in the building, just say hello so that we know who is here and so we can give you a shout out. Carlos, how was your day?
It was low key, it was cool. You know, it was a nice day, but it was more low key day.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we have that kind of day with us. You know, you don't know what happened, but you just feel that just low, just chill, you know.
Okay. All
How
right.
about yours?
Mine was good. Well, mine was productive.
Yes.
Because I spent the whole day working on stuff for the upcoming summit.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much, huh?
That is this Thursday.
Yes, it's this Thursday. So I pretty much had my head down all day working with my graphic designer on that. So I was busy, very busy, too busy. Well, I can't show my barrel then. Yeah, I was too busy all day. I didn't even, until now, I still haven't had a meal. I'm just trying to drink my green smoothie and my tea.
That sounds good. That sounds good. As long as I get stuff done, Ev, and it's a good productive day, I'm done with that. Everything will be gravy later, you know.
Yeah, tomorrow is a different day, huh?
Yes, that's true.
Today and keep it rolling. Yeah. So let's see who is here in the group. Can you see who is there, Carlos?
Yes. We have Clive Black. Clive Black, big up yourself. Welcome again tonight. Tatin Smith. That's Tatlin Smith, Marcia Pusey. We got Pauline Allen, Imogene Essen, Mark Gordon, Barbara Creera, Lorna Barrows, Lolo Lewis from Florida. Big up Lolo. And Pamela Cameron.
Okay.
Manners and respect for everybody else.
Yes.
Taking time out.
Manners and respect.
Yeah.
So Carlos, I was getting ready and I took out the jacket to wear and I haven't worn it in a long time. So when I put it on, it had crushed, across the sleeves and so on. So I said, I can't bother with ironing anything tonight. But as I put it on, I went to the mirror. I heard a voice, I swear, in my head. It said, go press your clothes if you ever hang for a nail.
You know better than that. That's true.
So I said to myself, Cho. So I took it off. And I went and I steamed it out. And I said to while steaming it, I said to myself, how powerful is your mother's voice, or the people who raised you, the granny or your auntie or whoever? How powerful is their voice that I'm an old woman now and I still hear my mother's voice in my head. Go press your clothes if you ever hang for a nail. And I moved right away. I could take it off and press it, right? Even though maybe it wouldn't show because I'm not showing my whole body, so maybe nobody wouldn't even notice. And the color is dark, but I still felt obligated to go press my clothes. It's funny how those things stick with you through life.
Just like me, every day I get up and hear my mother in my head, Carl, go drink tea. You been drink tea? You must drink tea. A real talk. You know my head. Mama,
Carlos, you know that term, hang pa nail?
Eh?
You know what it means?
What?
Hang pa nail.
Yes.
And what do you think, Hank Pan Nail?
I'm going to explain to the people what Hang Pan Nail mean. For those of us in the board house, wooden house, you have to have a board house, people. A lot of them board houses don't have no jacket rack. It's like you come in a coat rack. You nail a nail in the board. A lot of our homes did not have a closet, a clothing closet. You understand me? So you hang up your stuff and nail. You understand me? So you put your shirt and hang your shirt and a nail or whatever. When you take it off, it take the form of the nail. You can see the nail head protruding through the
right,
back.
and the rest of it crease.
Yes. Hang Pan Nail, people. So you have to have a board house to know what Hang Pan Nail be, you know, or wall house too, because sometimes them beat up the wall and get some nail tonight and Hang Pan Nail same way.
Let me see, who in this group know about that term, Hang Pan Nail? Did your parents use it? Did your mother, your granny, anybody for you used to talk about people look like Hang Pan Nail? And when they talk about you look like Hang Pan Nail, it was not a complimenting thing. It means that you look mash up and
crushed like callaloo.
Huh?
Crushed like callaloo. You never gonna fall. And even then, even though we didn't have, most of us did not have any electric clothing iron back then. We had the iron that you put on the wood fire in the coal.
Put the coal in
iron. Imagine that. And that same iron used to iron up the Hang Pan Nail.
So that no matter how poor you were or how simple your life was, you know, you go on the street with your clothes, your uniform especially, look is well pressed, well groomed, you know, you're required to be well groomed. I want to know what my mother would say about my hairstyle, you know. Probably said look like it could lay a Paul could lay an egg in the air. Yeah. Hank Pan Nail, let me hear who in the group used to hear their parents talk about or describe people, class people as that old Hank Pan Nail. Not a good thing.
No, no good. Not good. Hang Pan Nail. Jamaica face, you know?
Yeah, them face there. My mother was fresh bad. Let me see. Anybody said anything about it, Carlos?
No, me I try look.
Your grandmother say hi. Who said that? Self-eater. Somebody said that self-eater. Iron talk truth.
Oh yeah.
All the time. Yeah.
The self-eater iron is an upgrade one that the one that the tailor used to use.
Yeah.
The self-eater iron is the one that you put the coal inside of.
The rich people could have that at one stage.
When I go by the tailor shop, you see tailor have it up there, and you know, rich people could have them thing there.
Yeah, most definitely, says Pauline Allen. Hey, good night. Hey, daddy. Oh, Samantha Gray, that's your baby.
Sabrina Wagwan, daddy love you, my daughter.
Good evening, hey daddy.
Dad,
your granddaughter says hi. Okay. That's
hi,
you. Yeah. Talk about Hang Pan Nail. That's something. I had to laugh. But I went straight, took off my jacket and not pressed it, but steamed it. And the voice that spoke in my head, it didn't say go steam your jacket. So, you know, it's an old voice. It said go press your jacket. So that's not a modern voice that came in my head. It's an old voice. He said go steam, go press your clothes. Because that's what we used to say. Or go iron your clothes, you know? Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
We didn't have no steamer back then. We didn't know nothing about no steaming. Not like that. And the only steam as you get the water, sprinkle it, and then you use the iron and
damp. Them say damp it. We damp it.
Hey, and that's them teeth, all them the things that them.
Never sprinkle nothing, Carlos. We damp it. You put it in the water and ting it all over the thing, and it create the little sprinkles on it. I would say we go damp the clothes. Yes, and they used to damp the clothes, as they would say, and roll it up so that the moisture goes through the whole thing without wetting up the whole garment per se. Just to make it moist, yeah. And then they used to get the banana leaf to wipe off the thing off the iron.
Yeah. Rub it in the dirt, cloth, anything.
I control the temperature.
That is a cloth, wrap up the handle,
Because you remember if the iron is too hot, it will burn thing. So there had to be a way to control the temperature. Oh my God. You know, those older people, those or people that came over from Africa with those things. It was amazing.
You
Amazing.
guys, you see where we're coming from, guys. You guys see where we're coming from. You know, we have electric iron with all different type of setting on it. What
Yeah.
do you
I,
want
I
to?
can't imagine pressing your white clothes with the iron that you just came off the open fire with.
Oh yeah.
Open
Right.
fire with wood and you get a lot of smoke going on it. So the top of the iron gets dirty and stuff and you have to wipe it up. Some people used to use candle and rub on the bottom of it before they wipe it so that it comes off clean and shiny. And you have to wipe around the edge because that if that part is dirty, it will catch your clothes in different places and get black, you know, on it. So that, oh my God.
Somebody, Barbara Creera said, first of all, you have to starch the clothes.
Oh yeah, I didn't remember about that. You have to starch it first and then you damp it and then you press it and you pleat it. You pleat your skirt, your uniform, right?
Think about that. You think it's easy for iron. Look, we don't like ironing, you know. We don't like ironing, but I will if I have to.
Right.
Look, I have to make sure so my pants seam them look sharp, right?
Yes, you can
But
have
can
double
you
sleeve.
imagine ironing a skirt, a pleated skirt or a pleated dress? Imagine ironing all of those pleats and get all of those pleats sharp.
Sharp, no double up stuff on your pants. Back in the days, if the men walked around with double seam in their pants, they would think that their wife worthless.
Yes, man. What is
Like,
my
their wife, a careless girl, she can't do nothing because she can't press clothes or have double seam in your sleeves.
Sleeve right here. Yeah.
Yeah. The wife was judged based on how that man appeared. So
it have nothing to do with the man people. Even if the wife was crippled at home and could iron enough people, every blame go to the wife enough people. Listen to that. Even if the wife was not able to do it physically, if the man come out there with double seam, even if the man do it himself, all blame would go straight to the wife, and that is so unfair. But
yeah, they will talk about that one hand girl when take up.
Oh, a two left hand she have, a two big feet, or two left thumb or whatever, you know, Jamaica. Blame the poor woman.
That is so funny. The two left hand finger, the left hand girl we ain't go married to or ain't go take up.
Married too. Now take care of him. Look out the road, mash up.
I heard somebody talking the other day about some man how him look. You know, I didn't say a word, but I was listening to the conversation. How her husband come on road, how him look and he come at church and we have to fix him up. Wait, the big man come at church, you know, and then go fix him up, fix up his tie and fix him up. Thing look decent while grumbling that the wife not taking care of him. It's funny.
But it's hard to you have to sometimes you have to help out your brother when you see them you know, not right. Like if you see a man necktie is off, sometimes I help each brother. I'm telling you the truth. The other day I go to Alabama and I went to this funeral, and I have to go to this funeral while I was there. And I mean, I like, you know, I put on my necktie fast. I put on my necktie fast.
Why was lean?
Right. No, it's bad. I look at things. It's like remember how to put on necktie. Come on, wear necktie all the time, people. So it's not something you can just tie like your shoes lace. So hey, I get it though. Bow, and I was ready on time, and it was looking good. So
wow,
you have to practice, people. We have to practice these things.
Yeah.
That joke.
Takes the village. Takes the village.
You know, so something you have to help with a brother when you see them. It's not everybody can tie a necktie. It's not everybody look good at them out there. So if it's a sister or brother not looking good, like we see females always helping out females. Females always see something on another female to fix. Even a thread to bust off of their clothing.
So are there men who really can't do necktie?
Huh?
There are men who can do that. Isn't that something about growing up that you're supposed to learn to do neckties?
Not every man can use, even though a man might wear a suit, he probably don't never tie his tie.
Really?
You see a man in his suit and he did not tie his necktie. Man, allow me to tell one of them, come on the page.
But isn't that like part of manhood to learn to make your to do your own necktie?
It's not like tying a shoes lace because people don't wear the tie every day. So, you know, some people don't wear the tie. And some people might tie it at one time from graduation. You remember when tie it again?
Yeah.
How long was graduation?
I went through high school fifth form with necktie, and I couldn't tie it. So you know, one of the boys tied for you, and you'd kind of just keep it that way unless you pull it out to wash it.
Yeah.
You go back and somebody tied for you.
You have some neckties with the hook. You just hook it right here.
Okay.
And there's a fake tie, but I like that. I think you're just cheating it. I think the best part of a necktie is tying it yourself like a real man. And that's how I feel. You know, I feel like sometimes you're cheating it, or you know, if maybe if a pass on the go, you just get one that go here. But I think the tie a necktie is the best. That's me.
Miss Monica says my mother used to damp the clothes overnight to iron the next day. Yeah, and that was the principle of making the clothes moist. You know, so that when they're ready to press, the whole thing is really very moist, especially if you have starch in it, so that it could press easier.
Wow.
Tatlin said my mother used to say that. Yeah, I can imagine Miss Tatlin. People feel a hang pan nail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can really imagine that one. Hey Marcia, how are you, girl? I hope you're feeling better. Marcia is here. For those of you who don't know, Marcia is grieving the loss of her grandchild.
Our condolences and deepest sympathy on this.
Yeah, so we're with you, Marcia, you and your family, your daughter, and everybody who grieved for that beautiful young lady who was taken away from us so young, still a teenager. Yeah, so it's nice to see you here. I hope we could make you laugh a little bit, you know, remembering the old people and the old time vibes. All right, guys.
Hold on there. Not change it, Eve. Not change it, Eve. I like people. Some of them young said, no, them thing there. No. So, but that's what I say, Eve, is that hard life, poor life is, everything is so difficult to do. Everything is so difficult. You have to get that one iron or that two iron, put it in the fire, get something, wrap up the handle so you don't burn yourself. Rub off the dirt off of it, the black off of the iron, something that is white. Now you just plug the iron in, you get all of that. Let's talk about cleaning the floor. How many steps you take to clean the floor? First, you got to sweep the floor.
Thoroughly, because you have to sweep in the board, the creases of the wood.
Yeah.
With join. Yeah.
You have to sweep the floor, then you wipe the floor with water and wipe out the floor.
Wipe with cloth, not mop.
No, for your knee, people, for your knee. That's why a lot of Jamaicans have black knees today, male and female. Look at the knees right now. A lot of us have black knees today. You know how some women use cocoa butter lotion and coloring to get them knee back white, bleaching cream. I'm telling you, if they wipe the floor, then you got to dye the floor. After you dye the floor, you make it dry a little bit. Then you have to get your Rexha polish or your Genie, and then you polish the floor. If you don't have a Genie or Rexha polish, the next thing you have to go to is beeswax. You ever use beeswax yet?
Yeah. Rub it on the brush.
Beeswax on the brush, and you have to get the lamp, take off the shade off of the lamp. So you have to get the fire to heat up the beeswax and brush it. People, see how many steps to clean one house? Sweep, wipe, dye, polish, shine. And after shine it with a coconut brush on your knees, young people, you got to go back inside with a piece of cloth to gloss it off. Come on now. So you back out your house back way. When you glass off the floor, you back out your house in a backward motion.
Oh my God. And nobody could walk in there while you're cleaning. You're cleaning.
Nobody.
And you know, people in the country still do those things.
Yeah, you have seen red floor in Jamaica. I wouldn't have a red floor today, people. I wouldn't have a red floor today.
Most people change out to tiles, ceramic tiles, clear or colored ceramic tiles. I don't see people around the area anymore having that red floor thing. Even my mother's house has ceramic tiles. Everybody changing out. I don't know. You might still find a few people around. You know, one of the places I want to look at when I go to Jamaica is, you remember Car down near Valdez home where they grew up?
Yeah, man. In front of
There was that old house, their grandma right beside there. That house got to be really, really old. I'd love to go in there to see what inside of it looks like, you know, the old architecture, because that house has been there forever.
You know what came up on my mind this morning? I've been looking at this for years now. Why we Jamaican like to tear down all the old houses that was built back in the days? Why we Jamaican? This is what we notice with my people in Jamaica. If we buy a piece of land and inherit a piece of land with an old house and a historic house, we tear it down, people.
Rather than building another one beside it.
Yeah, refurbish the house and fix it up. If you go to San Francisco and see these old Victorian homes, buildings over there. If you go to Oakland, these stuff are very expensive. These homes, they don't build them like that anymore, people. You must try to preserve them. That's our heritage, that's part of our history. Just like old cars. In Jamaica, nobody wants old cars around here. When you look up here, everybody preserve old cars. Old cars are very expensive.
Might be Miss Hilda house. That house might be the oldest house in Car right now, and the only one from way back when. Is there any more old house in Car? You guys in the group remind me, because I can't remember anymore.
Okay, no, man, it's like
Is there any other old house, board house around your market that you can remember?
No, the one remember was up by a Mojo house. I think they're gonna have them building. Mojo is rebuilding. That was the last home. I hated to see that house. The house is like the house of all house like that, you know, on that piece of stretch of land. Wow. So those homes, we tear them down and we build concrete homes and stuff like that.
What about Tamiko and them home? Did they tear down that house? Huh? That was our old house. The one that Tamiko one parents used to live in.
Oh, my Tom. You know, that's one of those houses too. That same kind of house. And the house, it was in good shape, but over time it deteriorated. We don't change the boards and fix it. So I have no clue after the passing of Tamiko and father if nobody refurbished the house or anything.
Okay. Well, so nice to reflect on those. I hope they don't take on that one that is in Car. If they keep it this long, they might as well preserve it, because that's
we just did one up by Moko, you know, right before the clinic.
Yeah, I remember that one. Is it still there?
No, they pulled the house down.
Oh God.
Yeah, me not afraid to pull on them house there, you know. Because ancestors that blind me. They're afraid they pull on them house there and slave beat them out of them the building. You know, touch those houses, man. And when you look on the board that build these houses, they are so cured, really good board. Jamaica will just rip it down, go take the board, go build tile it, and take the zinc, Ghana bush, go and build hut. That's who we are. Wow.
We have to start now to preserve whatever is left from our history, so that the youngest kids that are coming up can see some of these things, because they have no idea.
No idea.
Some of them probably never see a 3-foot pot.
Never, man. 3-foot pot way. I never see that yet.
Okay. Let me see here. For real, my mother was good on the ironing of my own uniform. That says Paulette Llewellyn. Long time no woman. I get disrespect. Daphne. Yes, Daphne. Man clothes no look good and think a woman for blame. And the pressing clothes. Sophie, you guys going down memory lane. Yes, Sophie. Good evening, Carlos and Eve. Guadalupe. Hey, Guadalupe in the house. Lulu. Nice to see you again. You dump them all and roll them up overnight. Yeah. Banana leaf. Carita turn a banana leaf to clean the iron. That's a joke, right? And the banana leaf used to do a good job, you know. How many things you used to use banana leaf to do?
Got toilet. Spread pan toilet seat.
Name them.
Wrap up blue jars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me see people put banana leaf in the bottom of pudding. Put some baking stuff. Let me see. Right. Banana leaf.
They used to drop, when they're making drops, the coconut stuff, they use the banana. They still do that, you know. Yes, you know, you think in New York you can get banana leaf to buy. They
sell it here too at the Mexican supermarket.
Yeah, the Hispanics love that. They use it for other things. So yeah, you could, if you're making drops, you could get banana leaf in the supermarket to lay out and put it on it. Do you know why they used to put the drops on it though, Carlos?
Because it don't stick.
Good. Yeah, because I I have had some real bad experiences by turning out that sugar mixture with coconut on trays and all kind of stuff and can't come off. Can't come off.
Let me ask you a question. Is there anything else we can use instead of banana leaf or
Foil will tear up. I think grease paper.
but people say God make a natural grease paper from the trees? Wow. Huh.
Yeah. And they use some people used to put it in the mattress, like they make the mattress with it, stuff the thing with like a cover a bag, like a big bag.
Yeah.
And they make their own mattress by stuffing that inside of it.
Banana leaf. So basically creating a mattress.
They never call it banana leaf. They just say they sleep in a banana trash.
I tell you people, that's true. You just make a bag and stuff banana leaf in and that would be a mattress.
Yeah.
Yes, people, that's where we're coming from, people. We sleep on mattress that kaya. The kaya coming through the material and sticking you. And don't jump in a mama bed and make the spring broke. Because you'll have the spring to deal with later on.
Okay. Barbara is saying wax paper can be used, yeah.
Wax paper.
Yeah. So I need to buy some because I love drops. I love drops. And the last time I made it, a whole bunch of it stick up in the tray because I put it on a plastic tray and think it would work. And I had some ceramic platters, put them in. Oh my God, they couldn't come out. I had to soak them in hot water to get them out.
Wow.
Get the stuff off it, so I couldn't eat it.
Wow. Mr. Lorraine Barrows Rose said they still use the self-shine polish, red polish.
Okay, that's for people who still have that kind of floor, but a lot of
people... my ideas, we never have that choice, family. I have to go down on all fours. Just shine that, you know. Okay,
Marcia Pusey say even though them still saying it. I guess saying the Hank Pan nail thing. That was a bad way to describe people. Look at him, feel that old Hank Pan nail. You know, that's what they used to say.
That's very bad to think
about. Or your favorite Hank Pan nail. Yeah. So Carlos, tell me, can change the subject now?
Yeah, man, you got the floor.
All right. So let's talk about protecting our communities. Newmarket is made up of a whole, I think what binds the different areas in Newmarket together is really the post office. Because people from Westmoreland come over to post office in Newmarket. So they said they stay, even though they're Westmoreland address, because we're close enough to the border, they still consider themselves part of Newmarket because they use that post office. And people from way up in the hills and all around, some of them still use that post office because it's a better, safer post office compared to some places that have postal agencies. Postal agencies are just little makeshift buildings that, you know, they use in smaller areas to keep the mails. So most people prefer their post office to go to the big post office, which is at Newmarket. So when we talk about Newmarket, it's a pretty wide area, even though if you visit the square, you would say it's a very small place. Mm-hmm. But we have several districts that make up Newmarket, way over the hills, you know, and we have, and right around, we have hills and valleys. And over those hills, we have valleys, and people live mainly in the valleys. Some live on the hillsides, but most of them would live on the flatter surfaces. And so we have a lot of districts, like you heard about Kilmarnock and so on. So they have their own churches, schools, everything over there. You hear about Springfield, Woodlands, all of these places have certain things and they operate, you know, their own little community, but they would come to the main place to get foods that's not grown provision or, you know, whatever they need, toiletries and so on. So they come down for shopping purposes mainly. So within all of these districts, I'm not sure if we have neighborhood watch still going on?
We never seen none of that up there yet. None of
We,
that because
I
I
think
would
we
think I
had
would think
neighborhood watch before.
I would think that if we got up a neighborhood watch would be start from the one would be like about Louisville, like the housing scheme, or at least we have an established scheme,
Uh-huh.
subdivision. I've never
Right.
seen that up there. Have you ever seen that in our community?
No, we need to. I mean, car people was for car people. Them never play, you know. Them they don't play. You see, because that place is kind of easy to block off. Because of how the road is set up.
Mhm. I think
People,
we watch each other's back,
people
but
never used to people never used to enter car when we were growing up. People never enter car unless we know who they are. They weren't that careless with just opening up to everybody. No. Anybody walks with there, everybody is whispering until they figure out who he is and which yard he goes into.
well,
Um, yeah.
Kilmarnock, we even though we don't have an established neighborhood watch, like say what the big sign put up your neighborhood watch, but people in the car district in and around our area, they watch, them look, them see everything. A lot of them that's what we call bush of ears and wall of eye or something like that. Just like Kilmarnock about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you have some guys, a group of guys were running away from police for about 3 or 4 days through the hill from St. James. I think it's from Cambridge to the mountains. You have soldiers and police and helicopters for days trying to search for these guys, and they ended up where? In our community, Kilmarnock.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they met their demise, right in Kilmarnock. That's 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last week, you have some guys who were running away from police from White House End, find themselves in Kilmarnock again. What happened? They're dead again because Kilmarnock people is not going to put up with that kind of behavior. Kilmarnock is one road. There's no getting away for you up there, brother. Kilmarnock people are hardworking people and they look out. Mm-hmm. So they work with the police and have both cases handled, was dealt with right there in Kilmarnock. Think about it. 2 years ago, Kilmarnock, top criminal, was chasing, run away from police and soldiers. He got killed in Kilmarnock. This year, criminals got killed here just last week. So Kilmarnock is doing a wonderful job keeping the place safe, see away. And yeah, we watch each other's back.
Yeah. So tell me, guys, what about neighborhood watch? Official neighborhood watch. Is that something that you guys believe in? Is that something that we should be having for our community to protect the community? Tell us what are your thoughts on that?
Yes, because we all have phones now, Ev. We all have phones now. So I think I don't see the reason why we cannot really have a proper neighborhood watch when everybody, even the old lady, them have a phone. Mm-hmm. You know, we need to start share our numbers. That's my belief. We need to start share our numbers with our neighbors again, and that will help us to start live good and start communicating and reconnect with the people who we don't really talk to on a daily basis. So that way, if I see a red car coming up the hill with 3 guys, you can call me Ev and say, Carlos, Mr. One car come the 3 boy, I mean, I know, you know, watch them here. And then I say, okay, Ev, me in the car, man, me in the car passing right here, you know. I can be on my phone and watch them. I'm see them pass. I can call John up the road. John can call Lolly. Lolly can call Valdez. And we keep an eye on them. Just in case anything needs to happen, we can block the road and call the police. Neighborhood watch is important, and I support neighborhood watch.
So guys, I'm not seeing anybody talking about the neighborhood watch thing yet. Come through and say something about neighborhood watch, because we have to find a way to protect our communities. The police can do so much, but and no more. The citizens have to be in the habit of protecting their communities and help the police. That's the way I see it.
Yep.
That's the way I see it. So what do you guys think?
Help the police and help yourself also. Because if we don't try to help ourselves also to help the police, a lot of time the police show up when you're dead.
Yeah.
The police show up when they're dead.
And the next question I would want to know from you guys, when you call the police, do they respond quickly? People from Newmarket, all the surrounding areas, when you call the police, do you get a swift response, or do they lack? Do they stay a long time to come, so that if there was a crime in progress, it would have ended already, or somebody would be dead long time and people escape before they come? Let me hear what you guys, what is their experience?
Good question. Anybody
Samantha said nothing can pass Kilmarnock. Even last 3 weeks, 3 dead, and I get what you said, 3 weeks? 3 dead, 1 get caught. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, Samantha. Yeah, tell us, do the police respond quickly when you guys call? Do you call the police when you see something? And also, are you guys as neighbors looking out for each other? Somebody's not there. Do you keep an eye on their property, for example? You know, your neighbor supposed to live good enough that if they're not there, you know, you go your window, you take as them boy used to say, you take a one prep. You know, you look out to see if everything okay over there. Do you hear any strange sound? Do you try to be a good neighbor? Because your neighbor could be inside and not hearing what's going on outside, or they're not home. Do you look to see that everything seems okay, especially you see a car pull up or something like that? No, it's not the time for people to say them not fasting on nobody business. You have to fast.
Yeah, like here and there until it reaches your doorstep.
No. We're not doing that down the country. We're not doing that in St. Elizabeth. We are fast. We need to know.
We call the police.
Need to know.
Intelligence, no snitch, no inform a business or country.
We're not dealing with that. We don't deal with that. We need to know. Do you call when you see something? Do you say something? You're not going to confront the criminal, but do you call the police? Do you report it? And when you do report,
what's the response?
Does the police respond? That's kind of what I want to hear and want to discuss, so that we can know where we are in terms of protecting the community. And guys who are watching from other neighboring communities, you can chip in too, because the criminal them running from other places into Newmarket. So we're not just looking at Newmarket, although, you know, this is kind of centered, the conversation is centered around Newmarket and its environs. But you hear Carlos said the criminal them run from where? Montego Bay? Or somewhere?
Yeah, through the mountain.
All the way up there, right? And why are they running up to Kilmarnock? What I'm hearing happening in Kilmarnock, why them think they need to run up to Kilmarnock?
I don't know what them believe I've gone up there, but all I know is up there them dead. They go went the right place because they were taken out. Okay? No more.
The spirit calling them up there to get killed?
Yeah, Doppia call them.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Guys, the respond in the group, let me hear. We have what, about 3 questions? Are you looking out for your neighbors? 1, do we need to have established neighborhood watch with codes? And when something happens, do you respond by calling the police? And if you call the police, what is the response like? We need to hear something about that. Because
anybody else ever call the police? Most people don't call the police, you know?
No, they don't, because they don't think the police is gonna come.
Most people don't call the police.
Or they think the police will tell somebody that they are the ones who call them on them.
How about that?
Yeah, so that's why I want to hear what people are thinking now. Has that changed?
Oh. Good evening, Arden Foster. Manners and respect out there. Yeah.
Kilmarnock people know how to protect community. Okay, head up to them. Okay. Yes, Yvonne, they do. Lolo said, I love your hair. It reminds me when mine could go into Afro like that. I wish I could get it like that again, but it is longer and straight and all. Lolo, go get a wig, sweetheart. Problem solved. Go get an Afro wig, Lolo, so we can rock it together. Erica says good night. Mark says, yes, I heard it before, down in St. Anne's. Okay. So that term about Tenquaniel is used commonly around Jamaica, it seems.
You know, one thing I was talking about the other day, Ev, is that we shouldn't allow some strangers in our neighborhood we don't know, without properly vetting them or sort them out.
Yeah.
This is because I stay right here in America and hear that some man about the place say it a harbor some wanted man. We stay America and hear that, you know, because nothing stay on the ground that youth in the place in New Market harbor and wanted man. And I looked at it and said, you know what? You remember sometime, I think it was last year or year before, a bunch of business places in New Market were being broken into. You remember that?
Really? No.
One morning, even the Chinaman, they robbed the Chinaman early one morning. I heard about 8 o'clock when it was about to open, something like that. They were on the roof, ready to rob the China. Now, how do you know the Chinaman's movement? How do you know the Chinaman movement? I think somebody from the area bring these criminals in the area to tear down the business places. That's what I think. Somebody from the area brought these guys there, scope out the neighborhood, and it happened all the time. That's why I think if we have strange people in the neighborhood, I'd urge people to report them so the police can search them out and make sure they're not running away.
Let's second there, Carlos, because what we're talking here, it's family business. We're talking house business here, but this is house business that the whole Jamaica can hear. So you all go ahead and share that other people in other communities can have these conversations.
I agree.
We have to start the conversation from somewhere.
Somewhere, people.
Go share this, make other people can see. Go ahead, Carlos.
You know, so Patrina Williams says sometimes the police don't have a vehicle to come. Look, it's all them nonsense. Them nonsense must cut out. You see all those nonsense? Those are the nonsense we want to cut out. We don't want police in them and a vehicle to come. Those must cut out. Those must cut out. We need better than that. It's 2021. We need better than that. You know, we need a police service that is going to be there. That's why I say a lot of females get killed, especially now because like when people call the police, them don't come, or it seems like people are afraid to call the police.
All right, so I'll say a more positive one here. Paula Bailey says, I can give the police at New Market credit. When I come to Nightingale Grove, the police in the area do roadblock in the area. They know I am abroad, so when they see my door open, they check to make sure I am there. Very, very good. Very good New Market police. Very good community work. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Very good. And thank you for telling us that, Paula, because we really want to know how responsive the police are, you know, so we can praise them or encourage them to do better.
Well, I must comment. We must commend our police, in our community because they've been doing a wonderful job keeping it.
I saw a lot of commendations for the New Market police.
Yes, that's why New Market is so safe. The whole place is nice and safe. One of the safest places right now. So I must commend my New Market police officers and the DCs who see and smell everything. Nothing to pass them DCs because the DCs don't get transferred. The police officers are the ones who get transferred, so they go and come, and the DC are the ones who live there with us. They go to school with us. They know our parents. They know where we live. They know everybody movements, who's going in and coming in. So thank God for them DC will keep the place level.
Right. You know? So Angela says people living in fear. Angela, is this a fear of being out on the main, or is it a fear in general that you're gonna get attacked in your house? I'd like to know what is the source of that fear, so that, you know, as a community, we know what else needs to be done, what we need to put in place to feel a little bit safer. I know on the main road we have no control about over that because people are gonna pass through. It's a main thoroughfare to Montego Bay, so there's apart from the police stopping people on the road randomly, there's nothing we can do. It's a drive-through. But in your own little district, you know, you certainly can mobilize yourselves, start having the discussions with your neighbors about your neighborhood watch. And I think one of the most significant thing about a neighborhood watch is in the old days, they used to use like a whistle. And when they blow the whistle, the next neighbor here, and they blow the whistle, and everybody start blowing the whistle to wake up everybody, and everybody can run out to see what's going on. We can still do that, but we can also use the phone, because if you have the person's number, you know, although the phone takes a little while, so you can blow the whistle and use the phone and start calling, you know. So devise your own way of communicating with each other so that you can spread the word around, so that everybody can protect themselves. Know who is the main person who is going to raise the alarm, who's going to call the police, who's going to whatever, to protect you guys' self. You have to do that. Newmarket is a fairly safe place, almost 100%, if not 100% crime free, but we have to keep it that way. And the way to keep it that way is to have strong communities. And pretty much everybody know each other in Newmarket. There's no stranger living nowhere that nobody don't know about.
That one thing about Newmarket, that's good enough. So if you're a stranger and go to Newmarket, everybody will look on you.
Yeah, you can establish that. And even your neighbor who you and them don't talk, you need to talk to them for this reason. You don't have to be their friends, but you need to have the conversation about, you live behind me, you live beside me. If you see something, what you need to do, and if I see something, what I need to do. You don't have to be their friends. Right, Carlos?
That's right.
This is something they should be discussing in churches. This is something that the teacher should be teaching the kids. And this is something that's supposed to be discussed in the home.
In the town square, by the shop corner, discuss
everywhere. Well, people don't hang out on the street.
Barber shop.
You remember first time, Carlos, the guys used to hang out on the street till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, they were not doing anything bad. They were just there chatting nonsense and jokes. Most of them never had jobs to go to and never have family to take care of and all of these things. So they were just idle. Yeah, so they would just stay there, chat nonsense and laugh. Most of the time hungry, but still, chat. If they can buy a bag of bulla, they buy it and share it up. Yeah. And that offered kind of an added amount of protection at that time. But people don't do that anymore. And neither is there the need for that kind of protection, because it's still a fairly safe place. But in your homes, you should be on guard, because you don't have those guys out on the street anymore who would see something or would deter criminals from even stopping because they see a group of guys. They wouldn't stop, right? Yep. So we have to find other ways of keeping people out and keep the community clean and protected. No good way put up new businesses, new industries, new homes and whatever, and we are still so unsafe that we can't come out of and sit on our veranda or anything like that.
We need to see something and say something without fear. Yeah. Because people, we have been living in fear for all our lives, people. And when you don't even say nothing and people dying. People who don't say nothing coming up dead, people. So we just gonna see something and not say nothing for the rest of our lives. Just being covered and scared and just leave this problem for our next generation, and we go tell we look up at them say, look here, child, you see I'm blind here and there, you hear? You don't say nothing. Keep your mouth shut. When you see somebody get killed right next to you, that's why you see, where I live right here, there's nobody can come around and break into no house and break into no car, because these people are snitch. Them gonna give intelligence. Police are come just like that. Nobody's gonna stand up here and see you doing anything illegal and talk about say, shut your mouth, see I'm blind, hear and deaf. What kind of community we're gonna have if everybody should shut their mouth, see I'm blind, hear and deaf, when somebody else try to tear down your community? What kind of community we are going to have if all of us
it becomes unsafe for everybody.
Everybody.
Today it might not be you, but if you turn a blind eye, tomorrow it might be you or your sister or your granny or your auntie or your cousin or your own child. You don't know. Business is not my problem, is not whatever men or whatever. No, you can't say that. It's your neighbor's problem today, but it might be your problem tomorrow. Yes. So you have to be proactive and have a plan early, because we can't deliver Newmarket to criminals.
No, it'll never happen. Hey, you know what? Talking about that, we have, and there are a lot of us up here who invested in our neighborhood, and we decided, so we're going back. So I was talking to a friend of mine who live over here the other day, and the conversation was serious. That we're not gonna make no criminal come take nest in our community. None. Because we will stay right here in America and call the police. That's
the next thing. If y'all are afraid that somebody's breaking in or you're seeing something and and you don't want to call because you don't want the police to say that you call or tell them friend and then they go around and says you call somebody overseas and ask them to call.
Man, if you're afraid to call the police, man, come on, man.
Just have the police number ready that people can access from overseas.
Oh yes.
And give it to your family overseas. So if something is happening, you contact them, text them, call them, whatever, tell them something is happening in the neighborhood and you're afraid to call. They will call.
So your family don't want that to take root in your neighborhood, in their neighborhood. They're thinking about going back and they want the neighborhood to be preserved. Not some hoodlums come from elsewhere, come there and want to turn the community to something that it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we need.
I've never seen like violent crime in Newmarket all my time there. I've never seen, and it's not that it never happened. I've never seen anybody get stabbed. I've never seen somebody being slashed and bleeding. I've never seen any blood like that. Never. And maybe I'm lucky, but I've never seen it.
Me never seen it. Me never witnessed that eye to eye in the town.
No.
But I heard of guys gambling out of Upton way and get stabbed and stuff like that.
Yeah, random, very random, like once every 10 years or something like that. Yeah. Somebody might stab somebody over gambling or domino or something. But that's so rare.
That's true. That you're right, Ev. You are so right. So we are so blessed.
Yeah, I never seen
people.
Never seen blood like running in the market like that. So
blessed. So blessed. Your little kid don't have to step over her body and is at her way to school. Mm-hmm. We are so blessed, Newmarket.
Never seen it. Not even a road accident that's bloody or anything like that. I've never seen blood on the streets of Newmarket. Never. So we want to keep it that way. Never been traumatized about any of those things. Mm-mm.
Think about that. That's a beautiful thing. I'm proud of my little mountain where we come from, people, and you should be too, because it's safe. Think about it. When you look around you in Jamaica and see what's going on around you, just look around you. Just take a minute and just look around you and see what's going on around you. Now look at where you're at. Can't you see that you are blessed? We are blessed people, because we could be living in somewhere else. We could be living somewhere else. You know, I could be living in Kingston still, but my parents decided to take me to country, and I'm glad that they did that. You know, and brought us to St. Elizabeth. So I love the place, and the best choice my father make when he say, "Blondie, go country, go plant corn and pumpkin, you know. Want me boy them go country."
If he didn't think that he should raise them there, because he might have lost you guys, you know.
Yes, that's what I'm
thinking about. It's better you grow them in the country where there's more chance of them surviving the harshness of you know, society growing up as boys. And there were a few of you, you know, so yeah, I'm pretty sure he thought moving into the country would have preserved you guys.
You know, and we came through good, and I really thank my father for really thinking about that and moving us to country. And we don't have no regret, people. No regret about country life. So we have a look at town life, and we have a look at country life. So, you know, it mix up people. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful thing.
Okay. Guys, so those are some things to chew on. And get together in your little group. Some of you have church groups. Some of you are masters on WhatsApp. Why Jamaican people have phones? So I don't know. Mm-hmm. But this is the kind of thing you need to be spreading around and sharing around. Have those discussion in your WhatsApp group and in those prayer groups that you meet every day praying. Use them for more than praying. Have discussions in there about protecting yourselves. Prayer is good, but we also need to be proactive in terms of keeping ourselves and our community safe. So these are discussions that you can have in those prayer groups, prayer warrior this and prayer warrior that, and neighbor, what you call those, these neighborhood groups. instead of sharing naked woman and lewd stuff and demeaning stuff to women and all these things, these are the discussions you need to have in the groups about things that uplift people, things that make sense, right?
Make real sense.
And security, your security and the security of your neighborhood makes a lot of sense.
But once the security start breaking down people, it's going down. Once we
there's a breach
and allow the breach,
criminal moving, that
yes,
criminal bring more criminal.
My goodness.
And then before long, you are afraid to go outside because you know there's a criminal next door or around the corner, and more of his friends start to move in. And so
you have to leave your own house to them.
You hand over to them.
But you know what? Newmarket police not happen around there, so there's some police out there. Again, we have some Newmarket police when they play people. Especially some DC up there. We have some DC up there where family live. Because
Dora still up there?
Dora.
Dora still there? All right, Dora.
We have some DC up there. We come like a detective. I don't know.
Dora. Dora is the ultimate. Dora is the ultimate detective DC.
There's a DC about police about the market. They call like a detective people. Yes. And these DC have their family living around there. This DC, their family live around there. They got kids live around there. So you think they're gonna want no hoodlums to move in? That's why.
For those of you who don't know what DC is, it's district constable. These are regular citizens who work along with the police, but they're not full police. But they can make arrests and you know, they're supposed to be the go-between between the citizens and the police, so that they're the neighborhood person, the liaison, like.
Yeah.
So they're constantly in this police station. They do guard duties too in the police station.
Yeah. And they're more like a mediator, and they will come tell you, they come speak to you and say, hey, behave yourself, you know. Me hear your name calling up a station, you know. You must be able to talk to him, you know, Miss Blandy. Talk to him, you must behave yourself. Me know you got jail. Behave yourself, come here, them talk about you up a station. So a lot of time the DC will warn you before the fire come down.
Right. but tell me something. I wonder if there's a cap on how many people can be DCs, or it's just about anybody. Can you know, like any amount, because they probably need more people to be DCs. I don't know. They probably pay them salary, so they have to have a cap on it. I have no clue.
You know, I thought about being a DC, even retired to Jamaica, come on, lock up some criminal.
Don't they have citizens arrest? I don't know. I know they have it here in America, but I don't know if that works in Jamaica. Citizens arrest.
But I know we have DC come from every district pretty much, because we can count.
We probably need more DC. That's what I'm saying.
We got Jaga. Where Jaga come from?
Oh, Jaga is DC too?
We got Jaga DC. We got Devon DC. Devon they come from Kilmarnock. We got Babu. I think the late Babu who died come from a Brighton way there. We got Lanzo up that way, them Denigal way there. We got our next one name. What name again, man? In the dead, man. I know several of them we have, man. Several of the DC we have from we have Steve, you know. And I
don't remember Dora and
enough DC
probably died long ago.
There's another man, old man used to come from Kilmarnock that ride a mule, a tall black man, been in DC for years. Was a very nice man, you know. You remember Lanzo?
Yeah.
Was a very nice man that DC too. But we don't see Lanzo lock up nobody yet. We don't see Lanzo lock up nobody.
It's Dora. Detective Dora. He was very active. Yeah, guys. Nice chatting with you guys about these matters. And please continue the discussions, like I said, in your forums and so on. We can only encourage and keep encouraging. But remember, the common goal that all of us have at this time is to be safe in our communities, to make our communities safe, that we can live in peace. We can continue to live in peace. And it would suit other areas in Jamaica to have this kind of discussion, community level discussion, where people talk about stuff that really affect people, because people are afraid. and they're not saying anything, and there isn't enough leadership or not enough people being involved. It's like we're walking around and tipping toe
Mhm.
about things like crime because we're afraid that people will attack us. But if you give up your power, they will be happy to take it. We have to be vigilant. All right, so
Hold on, Ev.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Read the Barrington does say a while ago for me.
I'm not seeing it. Where is
And
it?
Barrington Campbell. So years ago, I got chased driving through Newmarket to Mobay after leaving Christian at 12:30 a.m. Four men playing dominoes at a shop. I got stuck behind a country bus, blowing lots of smoke. One tried to open my rear door. What the experience, Barrington? You got away, bro?
Wonder why they were trying to chase him.
He must have run, he must have bust the roadblock. He must have run through the roadblock. You know, the man is a roadblock, you know.
Oh Lord.
But me run for roadblock already, you know. Me look a lad, I end up running a kit, so. But just buy my lad, and I'm license insure. I'm up on the road and road. I'm going to go muck up police, the market police. Police, if I don't see a rocket pass, you know, it was Carlos driving it. Sorry, me have to go through. It was a rocket. But lad. But you know, we love the police them still in the market. We never have no problem with them. And,
Yeah, the police are doing very, very well.
they do a wonderful job. They do a wonderful
You
job.
can be proud of them, and if they're proud of you, then they will help. You know. But when they're against the police because they think the police is unjust or not doing a great job, then they tend not to want to support the police. But here I'm seeing that the people in Newmarket have a very positive attitude towards the police
Yes, they do.
and their work, which
You
is
know why?
very, very
You know
good.
why? You know why? People up there are not criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Most people up in the hills are not criminal. So once you're not criminal, then the police get along good, law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Think about neighborhoods that have criminality. Let me hear everything about the police.
Mm-hmm.
Think about those neighborhoods that have a lot of crime. Those communities hate everything about the police.
Yeah.
No, I keep telling you that, look, I'm getting older now, F. Me can't run no more.
They have something
The
to
police
hide.
are my best friend.
They have something to hide. People from Newmarket, thank God for you all. You're not washing no bloody clothes and hiding them, or no hiding guns and shielding criminals. Hats off to you guys. Keep it that way. Keep it that way.
DC for content. Yo, me tell the man I'm saying no. Tell the man I'm saying no. If I don't want to chop badness, no go up in the neighborhood. They might find no. Or they probably get killed up there. People find no. We have criminal on a friend. And if one of the biggest thing, and I'm saying this again, one of the biggest danger, the biggest threat in our community is when the security breakdown, a breach.
Yeah.
One of the biggest breach could have be somebody that lived there bringing in the danger to you. Look out for that. Somebody that lived there bringing in the danger. That is the most dangerous stuff. And the both of them sit down in a house every day. I will live down there, sir.
Yeah. I scout out and I look out.
What time she come? Every day, she come in 5 o'clock. Yeah, I'm not sure alone live, machine on nobody she live in. I would have look at all lady live out there, look at all England live there. So. And I saw them scope out the neighborhood people. Before long, you see them calling, couple more them
calling other cronies them.
You see? And the mash works, you know, and your neighborhood gone to the dogs, people. So avoid these things, people. Look out. Look out for people migrate to your community. Look out for immigrants from other community to your community.
Mm-hmm. Protect the borders. Protect the borders. People can come in and live, but make sure they're decent people.
Oh yeah, you can come in and live.
And another thing too is the people who are renting space in the community, be careful who you're bringing in. Because you have a property, you're abroad, you're renting it out to somebody else. Make sure that the people that you're renting property to are people who are of good reputation so that we don't introduce criminals to the community via that means. Because there are lots of houses where everybody's gone, you know, they can't keep them there locked up for them to go home for vacation once in a blue moon. So they rent them out. So sometimes it's strangers that come there because they might know people from other parishes who need the place to rent, and they allow them to come there. But watch out for that, guys, when you're renting these properties, to make sure you know the reputation of the people you're letting in. We don't mind strangers coming in because people coming in will bring new ideas, bring new blend to the community, you know, business and whatever. So we have to be prepared to take in strangers.
You
But
see?
the quality of the strangers, not people of shady character. Just make sure that that's not what we're getting. People of shady character who needs to run away from their community because they raped somebody or they broke somebody's house or they, you know, stole somebody's car or something like that. Make sure it's good, reputable people and people who have skills to enhance the area, or they have, you know, certain level of things bringing to the community, not coming there to drape it down even further, come build up zinc fence and ghettoize the place. Make sure.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want him to be brought down at all, people. So my daughter say, I'm looking forward to serve my community slash country very soon. Listen out for Samantha Gray. That's my daughter.
All right. You
So,
take
my
on
daughter
daddy.
has some
You
for
take
you,
on
so.
daddy example.
So she know that I'm not with no criminality, and I support her. You know, I support her to serve a country. Serving the country is good in whatever capacity. Because serve the country, that patriotism. And Jamaica need young minds like my daughter right here.
Nice.
Jamaica
Very
need young
nice.
minds like her.
Very nice, Samantha. Nice that you're thinking like that.
So
Nice that you're thinking like that. So young people and old people too, and middle-aged people, you all know that we've been planning a leadership summit for this Thursday. The flyer is up. I'm gonna ask you guys to go ahead, share the flyer. I haven't been seeing people in New Market sharing that flyer a lot. A few people do, but guys, do you have any idea what goes into planning a big international event like that? Do you have any idea how much time? Since morning I got up just the same way I roll out from sleeping. It's the same way I was all day. It's the first time I'm eating. I'm not even eating, I'm drinking tea. I haven't had a meal all day. I've been doing this. It takes a lot of time and energy. So please, you could show your support by sharing. Right, Carlos?
I agree with you. People need to I urge you guys to support the community affair, support it so we can build people. If you look on social media, there's not a lot of communities that have been highlighted like this around Jamaica.
I'm
So
getting,
you can see that we're trying to highlight it here, and Eva put a lot of work in it. I called her earlier today, and it's like she's a little slave. You know, like it's like
I'm getting orders for my teas, and I can't even stop to make the orders because I have to get this done and done properly. And then
yeah,
when I put it out there, the same community I'm trying to highlight and to help its young people and whatever, they don't even care. They don't even share it. Come on, people. We have to show support. The community goes out into the media, other people see it, other people like what we're doing, and other people offer to help. That's how this works. You have a responsibility. It is not costing you a dime to
but
share those flyers, not
people,
a single dime. And
that's
it's for
really
the community. It is for the community that we're doing it. My tea label is on there as the sponsor because I'm the one who will have to pay all of this money to produce all these flyers. I'm not the one who produced them. I pay for every single flyer I post on these websites, on this page. Every one of them, every last one of them you see posted there, I pay for them. So I am the one who's sponsoring them. So guys, your only thing to do apart from attending is to share it so that other communities can see what we're doing, follow suit, and also participate. That's all we're asking you to do, share. Now I have this big thing coming up Thursday. We have the event, the Facebook event. Very few people go on it and click off that they're going. Very few, probably less than 10.
Let
Say,
me tell you something.
say
Let me tell
yes,
them something
I'm
about,
going.
let me tell them something about themselves, Ev.
What does that mean?
They need to be told about themselves. It's enough of we're too bad mind. Enough of we too bad mind as people. We talk about us. Let me talk. No, come here. Come here close. Come here. Come closer. Come close. Let me talk to you. All the years there. Enough of we too bad mind. And somebody need to hear this. Enough of we too bad mind. When we see our brother and our sister trying to do anything, we don't share it. How many of you try to start a business and put it on social media? Your friend, not your friends share it, not your family member share it. Most of the support.
Make somebody from Kingston say them put on a dance or any other thing that don't concern or enhance the life.
Any alien, you got to support them. But
it's
you
all over WhatsApp, all over everywhere are some nasty news. You see, so, everybody sharing it. Come on.
You don't share your own community and support. This take effort, people.
And again, I have to ask them, are you ashamed of your community? Are you ashamed of where you're from? Are you ashamed of where you're from? Because that's another thing. You have to be proud of your community. In order to build it, you have to be proud of it. And here we are trying to do that. And all we're asking you to do is to participate where you can, how you can. We're not asking you for your money. We're just asking you to share.
I'm gonna ask you something. Where you can't shape on the page? You have big stars and you don't want to see these little crumbs on the page? Come on, talk to me right now. Talk to me. Why you wouldn't want to share this on the page? So, people, each one help one, make a build up our community and make it grow. Yeah. When this page just started, people.
We have a whole slate of people. One is from Australia, one guy is African, one of them from Asia. What are all these guys coming together to bring this dream, this forum for young people, right? They do it free because people, they know me.
Support each other people, make we build each other people. Make we lift up each other.
You who it is designed for, the young people in the area, they don't care. This is the same thing that happened 2 years ago when I had the similar thing, but it wasn't as big at Newmarket. The people who came out to that function, that youth thing, were people from New Works and further out. The people in the immediate Newmarket, they didn't show up. They didn't show up. They didn't support. They didn't care. Right? So guys, you need to be calling up your child, your cousin, your nephew, your church member who are young and say, listen, this is something that you guys need to participate in on Thursday. It's not taking anything off you. So you guys need to show more support.
We have market tomorrow?
Yes, man. We're gonna have Wednesday market tomorrow.
We have Wednesday market. I don't know, so Wednesday is the original day market, keep on your market. I don't know Monday, Tuesday, I don't know Sunday market like we're going on Monday market. People, New market is Wednesday market. So if create a Wednesday market, so we have it tomorrow. We have a Wednesday market. This Wednesday market is a virtual market. Anything you have to sell, anything you create or produce. We don't care for sweet potato, corn, and pumpkin.
Mm-hmm. You are
if I have a goat, more have to see you.
Goat are big.
We're gonna post the flyer and you're gonna see the amount of, you're gonna see how you're gonna see animal on it. So if you have animals, you're welcome. Last week, this young lady was up here. She brought her pumpkin and a potato. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about any old young lady who afraid to bring out spud. She brought her spud, but come show the world her spud. You know one name spud? Yeah, she's a proud farmer, very brilliant young lady, and she no kunomono. She's a proud female farmer last week.
University grad.
Yeah?
University grad,
people. So I'm not talking about a kunomono, but she had a pumpkin last week. So we just want to let you know, for all of you who missed it last week, if you have eggs, if you're a chicken farmer, you're welcome here. If you're an egg farmer, you're welcome here. So what, you have a couple of goats? Bring the goat on, make us see the goat. Man, we not laugh off you. Bring on the goats. If I have go and see them too. I really talk. We want to big you up. We want to make other people see something good that they can start to do too. We want you to encourage somebody else to show them that they can do it too, family. That's why we want to hear.
And Carlos, what's his name? Steve-O's Weavers. He
Mhm.
came on here and subjected himself to an interview to talk about his thing.
Mhm.
We did the interview. It was very successful. People were proud of him. He was picked up by another interviewer from the Gleaner.
Boom.
The same young man with his basket weaving.
Mhm.
Last week, I mean Sunday gone, where do you think he was? On TV, national TV.
Kuya.
Yes.
Look, Kuya.
TV being interviewed by I didn't see the actual interview, but I was watching their responses in the group, being interviewed in the business section on national TV, just because he started to come on here and talk about this stuff, start posting about this stuff. People, when you talk about you don't have opportunity, and then opportunity presents itself, but you don't use it, who are you kidding?
But may I ask you something there? Come here. Come here. Come back here. Not this side. Come here, man. Come closer. Yeah, come to market tomorrow. When's the market? Yeah, come to market tomorrow. Come to market tomorrow. Because listen to me, what me understand. There's a lot of people in my community. My community is a hard-working community. So I know that there's a lot of people that do a lot of stuff with their hands to survive. A lot of people do stuff with their hand, from farming to craft to art to all type of stuff to survive. So I would like to see these people not being shy. People don't, we're not going to put you on a blast up here. You're not going to be embarrassed when you come here. You're going to be
That
up
is
here.
embarrassing.
You're going to be so happy you came.
No.
We're going to hug you up. We're going to embrace you. We want you here. Come on. Yes, we want you up here. If you're a shoemaker and you're pat shoes heel, we want to see the latest shoes heel that you put on. Come show us. If you got a joke. If you're a dressmaker, whatever, you're a tailor, you make hats or glasses. Like we say, if I raise egg, chicken, and you farm egg, you produce egg. We want to see also. So you know it's a wide scope of people, from the ground provision to garments to
Carlos,
poetry. If it's, what about, yeah?
I bought press-on nails from Canada.
Could they?
From Canada.
Could they?
I measure my nail and I sent it to a young lady in Canada and she made my nails. So anytime you see me on here with some fancy black nails or some French, whatever, they're press-on nails that I bought from Canada. Come on, people, you can make money. You just use your brain a little bit more.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't buying it from Jamaica.
Yeah, man. I'm really talking to people. I want you guys to come out here and highlight what you have online to sell. Make sure you just come and you come on Zoom. You're gonna be allowed to come on Zoom like, oh, me and Ev is on Zoom right now. You're not gonna type. You're not gonna be typing in your pumpkin and your corn and all this stuff. No, you're gonna come on Zoom. You're gonna be allowed to come on the platform like, oh, me and Ev is right now. And you're gonna show your pumpkin. You're gonna show your goat or your things. I'm like, oh, me I show the copywriters so now. Come out with them.
All right.
Right?
So there's one more new development. I know I told you guys that I'm not starting any more new project because it's crazy. It's been going crazy, honestly crazy, to keep up with these projects. And I need to do a little something for myself so I don't die for hunger over here. I mean, I thank the people who have been supporting, really helping me, buying stuff from me. You know who you are. This morning I got an order for 3 bottles of castor oil. Thank you. You know yourself. Thank you, lady, for supporting me. All right. So we also have the which is black seed oil. Yeah. This is not a sales day, so I'm not going to go into that. But something I just mentioned that because I want to say that I need to also focus on my business so I can start making some money so I can, buy Mr. Cummins building when it's ready for sale.
Not building there.
So here's the thing. After Anthony Atkinson's interview on Sunday, I said to him, Anthony, you did so well for yourself. You benefited from the knowledge of the community early in life from your grandmother and so on. We need to see you more active. I know you love your community. You always say that, right? We need to see you more there and doing and, getting to know the people and sharing, because you are a brilliant guy. You learn a lot. You have done a lot, for yourself outside of Jamaica and so on. So after that interview, he said yes, he will try to, be more involved. After the interview, he called me and said, there's a project that they want to bring to Newmarket.
Mhm.
And the project is a gentleman who does radiology. He is an administrator or something in that field. He wants to extend a project that they now have in Magati area in St. Elizabeth. They want to extend that project to Newmarket. Now, here's what happened. In Jamaica, as far as I'm told, people are not getting mammograms. People are not getting mammograms because the doctor only refer them for mammograms when they see that there is a problem.
Oh.
So you see why so many people are dying from cancer. If the doctor is only sending you to do a mammogram when they already see a lump, then obviously we are not trying to solve the problem. We are trying to patch it up when it's already too late.
So
Early detection for breast cancer or any cancer is key, right? You hear that, see that all the time. But now we need to think about that. We just don't talk about protecting our community. We got to talk about health now. So this gentleman, because of his connections and whatever, he opened this service over there in the other side of St. Elizabeth, and he has someone over there who administers that. Now, what we need from you, we need a person in each of these little districts that I just spoke about, over in Kilmarnock, over Carr, over Green Valley, over Louisville, over Nightingale Grove, Springfield, wherever. Find one person who can represent the community in terms of communicating to the health center and guiding someone to go there to get their registration. First of all, you have to be registered as a patient at the health center, and then that health center doctor would give you a referral for your mammogram. Listen again. You have to be someone who is registered at the clinic. Then the doctor at the clinic gives you a referral, and that referral will you will report back to us when you have that. Not me necessarily, because I'm setting up people who will be in charge of this. But that's why you need the person in your community that you can relate to. That person will tell the person over there in Magati, we have 5 people who have referral to go and do their mammograms. No, that person is going to arrange a taxi to take you to Mandeville to do your mammogram. You're not going to pay a dime.
that's good, people. You can.
Taxi will wait for you and take you back home, and it's not gonna cost you anything. This is an awesome, awesome, awesome opportunity, and I hope we jump at it and have people ready to serve as the community liaison in their little districts, and report back to this lady over there so that we can get this program up and running. This is not something we have to go figure out how it's done. It's already happening over there at that section of St. Elizabeth. So they just extended that to us. So Anthony is gonna be coordinating, and we're supposed to have some kind of meeting once we can figure out who are these volunteers who are going to help to find people, right? So it's obviously some public education is going to have to take place about mammogram and the need for mammogram. You in America, you do mammogram yearly. You don't wait till you're sick. You're supposed to be doing it yearly. As long as you're over 40 years old, you're supposed to be doing your breast check every year. And the doctor also teach you how to check your breast. Not when you feel a lump, then you're gonna start getting into gear. No, you need to do it before so they can catch it early, because people don't die from breast cancer that easily if it's detected early. Right? Make sense, Carlos?
Oh yes, yes, and we know a lot of people don't really take care of themselves like they should. Some people don't. We know a lot of people don't go to the doctor once a year, go check no mammogram and no pap smear, anything like that. And these stuff are very important. And like you said, education is key because if these women don't know that they should go at least once a year and do this,
Right.
you just feel up their breasts and say, "Me all right,
Yeah.
nothing do me feel good." And me 79 year old, and me all right. So so the education play a key role in people's health also, because you
Right.
don't know what you don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yes, guys, just get together as early as possible. If you want to volunteer for your area, just message the page, and I'll get you connected, because we need to have a private Zoom meeting shortly to discuss meeting with Anthony and Patrick and Patrick Williams. I'm talking about. Hopefully, we can get him to meet with us. He's kind of somewhat connected to all of this, and that's Patrick Williams from Runit. Um, so we want to sort out the network stuff between us, and have a Zoom meeting to bring in all these representatives, so everybody's on the same page, so they know what we are doing and how it is being done. Okay, so this is a project that was just placed in our lap, and it's a beautiful one. It will preserve life, and we're excited to be a part of it. So let's move on it. Start volunteering yourself for your group, for your community, and just report to us that you are interested, or from the church perspective, they can find someone. Just, these are not things you want to keep secret, okay, guys? These are not things you want to keep secret. You want to go for it right now, because you may have breast cancer and don't even know. So let's do this. All right.
Start take care of yourself, people. Start take care of yourself. I phone no time now. I see Jamaica move forward now. No power now look nicer. Some of the old women them look better in them older days than when look when they're younger. So see, soon I look nicer now, and things that get better. On the son and the daughter fixing up and make sure they're nice. We don't want to live longer. I don't want to spare this life. So get to the self check out so you can enjoy as much as of this life that God given upon earth, people. You know, so they look beautiful and nice. But looking good outside and inside is not right. That's a big problem. So I agree with Ev. Let's start check up. Ladies, let's check our breasts. Come on, ladies, let's go check our breasts. Have our mammogram.
And Carlos, it also goes back to the whole thing about sharing.
Yeah.
Sharing the information that we're talking about here. Let people know what we're doing.
Yes.
This gentleman reached out and said, "Hey, I'd love to invite you guys to participate in this project." Look how many things we've been able to accomplish by people wanting to help. If we keep it a secret, how are they gonna know we need help, or that they can help us? We can't.
That is so true. Think about that, people. Think about that. People see and they want to do something. Because there are a lot of people with good heart out there. Don't let this opportunity miss you. Talk with somebody. Somebody watching there right now, you might think you might be younger, not in the 40s. Your mom might be over 40. Talk with somebody. Say, "Mama, me and mama do this and so and so." Talk to them, mama. It might be, talk with her. That's free, people. How much Dr. Charles to do a mammogram in Jamaica?
A lot, a lot, a lot.
That's why people.
This gentleman is so passionate about it. And that's why the doctors don't send people unless they really need it. Well, we shouldn't, that's not how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to work that you do it every year, not when you need it. Because when you need it and you find out that you need it, you're probably half dead already.
That is so true. A friend of mine died in Jamaica of breast cancer the other day, and it took her over so rapidly, and she lost her life.
Yeah, because it was an advanced stage already when she found out.
I was surprised to hear that she passed. And she was young people. She was not an old soul. She was not an old woman. She was young people. She was young. She passed.
So the ladies, step it up. Call, message me right now in this thing, and let me know that you want to be responsible for your area. Right? You want to be responsible, but make sure you are somebody who know everybody who live in your little communities, and you don't have no bad vibes with people. You are somebody that people will talk to. Because if you are somebody with a lot of bad vibes and people, and you vex up and you talk people business and yeah, then nobody probably want to relate to you. So make sure you have that that
Step
spirit,
aside. Just step aside if it's step aside. Just step
that
aside.
spirit that you can relate to people, especially about their private information, because somebody relate to you that I have a lump in my breast. This is privileged information. You're not supposed to be calling your neighbor, spread it around the place. This is private information. So be mindful of that. So we need people who can be confidential with these information and how they help people. You have to have a genuine heart to help, and you have to be someone who is confidential and
That's
people
good.
can trust you, right?
That's good.
Because all this transaction about transporting you to Mandeville to get tested and what happened when you result and all of that, that's not stuff for me to know. That's not stuff for anybody to know. That's just between you and the people who have to know, right? So you have to be a confidential kind of person, responsible. All right. So message me. I my number, I could put it here for you guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in the group so you can WhatsApp me if you want to, but I prefer if you just send it through the chat in the group, saying that you want to be a part of this, right? And I'll communicate back with you as soon as I get that message, and we start the group of people. So we start training them, talking to them about how this is gonna run. All right, Carlos, we've been at this for a while. You have anything else that you want to talk about? And this is our home. This is our home meeting. This is calling it to the dining table.
I'm simply saying this is a very great idea for women. They don't even know how good this is, ladies. Because since you're supposed to get your breast checked once a year, and a lot of you, I know a lot of you women
have never ever do it. Some of them
never ever check on the breast. So it's time now, some of you ladies, put your health first and go get your breast checked. Because I've seen somebody just die the other day in our community, and you guys know who too. You guys seen it. Some of the young ladies passed because of breast cancer. It's a very good friend of mine too. So you guys do the thing. You know what to do, ladies. You know what to do.
Organize yourselves. Organize it. Help is out there. Help is out there, guys. We just have to be organized, right? I always say that. And see, we're getting help. Help is coming because
it's coming, people.
We're getting organized.
What else is gonna come, people? What else is gonna come? Let's pray for it. People come.
Never know.
You never know, people. The universe, the internet. There's people from all over the world is watching us right now. People from all over the world. Huh?
If somebody will call me and tell me that they're gonna sponsor my swimming pool.
You never know. You never know.
I only a swimming pool that I've been dreaming of. Maybe somebody will call me and say, "Hey, I got you."
Somebody might call and say, "Eve, come for your house key." You never know. We on Earth. You're living on Earth. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Earth is full of nothing but surprises.
Yeah.
This Earth.
When you do good, it comes back to you. It comes back in ways that you would never imagine.
I believe that. I believe that. So when they do good on this earth, God will bless others' bosom so they could bless you. You understand me? So that's real talk, people. That's real talk. You never can tell what's out there.
Right. All right, guys. Carlos, so nice to have you part of this home discussion, talking to our people in a real way. No fake, no put on, no nothing, real talk. And we will continue this next week, Tuesday. We will talk some more about this and other things, right?
Join us tomorrow for market. Tomorrow's market. Bring out your chicken and your cow and your goat and your straw hat and your kerchief. Bring out everything.
I got my straw hat tomorrow night.
You got one?
A straw hat.
Yeah. So Thursday is a special day, and I'm sure Ev will be talking about that. Pork.
You mean Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah. So I'll come on tomorrow night and remind you again, and maybe in the day, because we need to be on this, because we don't want all of these people from all over the world come to speak to you and nobody's present. So we need to advertise it, okay? And I can't pay Facebook now to advertise. It's a bit late. I can't do that now. So we have to use the word of mouth, just like how we were able to chum up like hundreds of thousands views for for what those young farmers when they came on. We did pretty well with advertising those girls. If you go back and look at those posts, they had hundreds of thousands of views and likes in some cases. So we can do it. We have the ability to do it.
Oh yeah.
This youth summit is important. So let's do it.
Thursday, people. People. How long would it be? What time it start, Ev?
It starts in the morning, 9 a.m. Jamaica time.
Yeah.
And it goes through the entire day until 5 p.m. Jamaica time.
So you hear that, people? So there's no excuse. You can go shopping and come back and or just find a segment that you want to join and join it.
We will post the agenda so you would know which speakers come in what time and what they're speaking about. You don't have to sit and watch the whole thing all day. You can take a break because the thing will be on YouTube for you to go back and watch it. But just drop in, just make some comments, just be there. You understand? You don't have to stay all day. You can, even if it's your lunchtime alone you have, tune in and see what's going on lunchtime. You know, we have Yvonne Comrie doing comedy, doing, you know, her song, her Miss Lou things and so on. We have a young lady who is a poet. And we have saxophonists. Carlos will be playing, Utah Blaze, Jimmy D. Yeah, we have a job.
I'll be there, people. I'll be there. Thursday. Roll in.
That's history making, and it will be there. It will be there. And lots of people will try to copy this afterwards, but you know, we're gonna own this, right?
Come on, people. Man, I agree so much. And people, like I said, we're rallying you. Don't forget tomorrow, Wednesday market.
Wednesday market.
Thursday.
Yes. People. The money part is important too. We have to bring in some money, right?
Yes.
So we are going to sell tomorrow. I hope the girls from and her husband, the young lady who was on last week, I hope she's coming back tomorrow.
With the wig?
With the hair and the wig. Because me not order my wig yet.
Oh, yeah.
Just busy. They almost cut off my internet today because I don't have time to stop and pay. They've been calling me for about 2 days. When I saw like 3 phone calls today, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to disconnect me. So I had to stop and pay it.
Yes, guys. Thank you for another week.
Yes, thanks.
Spotlight at the market with Ev Jamaican Carlos. We see you tomorrow, people.
All right. Take good care now, guys. Bye.